Wednesday at ABC technically means James Day. The reason why I say James Day is because, yeah, there's truck on Wednesdays, but whatever doesn't get put away, which is pretty much a lot of things, like half or whatever is what I like to say, they think, oh, it's fine, James will put it away. I think that's wrong because you can't depend on one person putting away that much truckload while also helping customers and, being on register and things like that, and taking out the trash and all kinds of other things that needs to be done during a shift. I think that all the work should be divided up between all the employees. With me, Wednesday, I usually close, so I'm usually dropping the Mabel or dropping the bank, Tidal, and putting cigars away, minis, and all those things while I'm dropping, clearing out the Tidal. But usually they like to depend on him for putting stuff away, putting truckloads away. And if something doesn't get put away, they're always like, oh, well, what did you guys do last night? You weren't busy, so what were you doing? I think, okay, if you know that something wasn't put away, why haven't you taken the time to put it away? You've noticed it. I haven't noticed it, so why haven't you put it away? Why do you sit there and ask me, hey, these cigars need to be put away? I'm like, okay, you've noticed it. Why are they still sitting here if you've noticed it? Why are you waiting for me to put it away? Am I the cigar person? No, there's no such thing as a cigar person or a beer person or the cooler person or the vodka person. Each team member contributes. And if you're contributing more than others, then you know what? You should feel good about it. But if you're always telling someone else what to do and you're not doing anything, you need to change what you're doing. And also people like Ron, for instance, is always picking fights with people. He picks a lot of fights with James. He picked a fight with Ron, and he's picked multiple fights with me. These fights usually are over the silliest things. James will be going on break. He leaves the bathroom, washes his hands, gets ready to go on break, and Ron's like, where's your backstrap? Of course he's not wearing a backstrap because he's going on break. Why do you need a backstrap to leave the building to go on break? He's arguing with me about crackers. He does not like it when someone else has an idea about how something should look. When I think that, people can tell that one person is designing the store because all things in the store look the same. If you have other people's ideas and other people's views on stuff, the store would actually look nicer because you have a little bit of variety of how things look, like display-wise. Why do you need to argue for crackers and cheese? And why would you need to do that in front of the customer? And why would you need to yell at me that loud to get everybody in the store's attention? There's no reason. So someone here has a bit of an anger problem and doesn't like to be told otherwise, or doesn't like anyone else's idea because he thinks that he runs the store. He hates it when we say that, but it's true. Unless you've worked with him, you'll know that he thinks he runs the store. He doesn't. The store does not say Ron's ABC Liquor Store. It just says ABC Liquor. Everybody should be able to have a chance to have an input, have an idea, fiddle around with displays. If you don't like the display, when I did a display, I would always ask people, hey, what else do you think should go here? I didn't just make it up myself. Because what's the point of teamwork? It's supposed to be teamwork, not just the one person. So, yeah.
I think you should talk about when Ron caught me outside with Danny and showed you the receipt.
Oh, yeah. We have a customer. He's a regular customer. He's a really nice guy. He's alone. I think he might have lost his wife or something. But he likes to talk. He likes to talk about his dogs, his work, and things like that, and catch up on each of us employees, like what's going on with our life. So James helps him carry his things out to the car, and he's out there talking with Danny. Danny talks to all of us. He's comfortable talking to all of us. He talks to us about lots of different things. So he talks to Danny, and James is working a double also. So James decides to choose his break as talking to Danny, as his break. What's wrong with choosing to talk as your break to talk with a customer? What's better than talking with a customer for your break? That shows that you enjoy talking to customers, that you're committed, and you're willing to give up your break to talk to a customer. I don't see anything wrong with that. But Ron found every reason to make that seem wrong. He printed out a receipt of Danny's transaction and put it aside to check when James would come back from his break to see how long he took to talk to Danny. And he went out there multiple times to interrupt James and say, "What are you doing?" There was no one in the store at the time. There was 3 or 4 of us working, and then we were slow. So I'm thinking, why does he need to go out there and interrupt James and Danny's conversation? He had no reason.
True, true. But at the same time, when Tammy was outside for 2 hours.
Yeah, Tammy was outside for 2 hours talking to her boyfriend. There's a difference between talking to your boyfriend.
Not her boyfriend. Some guy.
Some man.
Yeah.
There's a difference between talking to her, talking to them, and talking with, a customer.
Yeah. As that note, this is James, and yeah, I do got a lot of information. So, huh? What? ABC. That's where I work at. That's where Nicole work at. Over and out.